Hello, so today I'm going to cook beef ribs Korean stew, and I have 3 different beef rib packages I got from a halal meat store, and I'm going to make these soon. I'm going to boil them and cook them. This is the Korean radish that I found at Meijer. I'm going to cut up this onion, and what I did, because I found a lot of different recipes, I looked on ChatGPT and asked for the simplest recipe I could make with the fewest ingredients possible to make it easier for me. And it told me to just get these 2 sauces, the fish sauce and then the soy sauce. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use garlic ginger paste, and then I do have the glass noodles right here. Then I'm going to use this. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need. I think that is like the bare minimum that I need for this recipe. So we're going to start by washing the meat and cutting up the onion. I haven't really cooked a new recipe in a really long time. It was very difficult for me to come up with motivation to cook for some reason. I just was so tired and I couldn't really muster up any energy to try new things for a while. But I'm finally getting some energy to do small things. So let's see if I can finish this recipe in one go. I'm gonna keep the camera on until I'm done. So here's just the 2 onions that I cut up. And well, they're not 2 onions, but 2 onion halves. I also thought of doing a live, like cooking lives, because now I do have access to the live, and that would be really cool to like go on live and cook, and people could tune in if they'd see me on their For You page. And I might do that next time, but this time I just wanted to make a video, and I can cut things out if I need to, but I wanted to post this video to YouTube as well. This is just part of my attempts to try to make a YouTube channel too. I have been wanting to make content for a very long time. It's been probably, ooh, my eyes. These onions are hurting my eyes. I've been wanting to make content since I was in high school. There was a lot of things I wanted to do. And I was reading my old journals, and I saw that content creation was one of the biggest things that I wrote like over and over, make a YouTube channel, and I just never got to it. But now I have. I posted my first video last night. I think it got 4 views, but that's okay. I didn't really share it with anybody. So I wonder if those 4 views were from me, like watching it over and over again. At least one of the views could have been from somebody else though. So yeah, it is fun to just talk to the camera, but I'm still getting the hang of it. Okay, so I'm gonna probably cut, I don't know how I'm going to film everything because it's hard to move the camera to show certain things, but I'll show you when it's done. For example, I'm going to wash this meat and then start boiling it. That is just for, like, apparently it's supposed to soak for 1 to 2 hours, But I saw other people do a boil and then I might just skip the soaking and just do a boil. I don't think it's going to affect the outcome that much, but we'll see if it does. So this is right by the sell by date. So this meat is just, it's not bad, but it is supposed to be sold by today. So I'm trying to make sure it does not go to waste. I'm going to use the Instant Pot to actually make the soup. I think the Instant Pot would be perfect. And after the meat is boiled, I'll just throw it in the Instant Pot with the rest of the ingredients and just let it get really soft and cook really well. I think that the Instant Pot is the perfect device to make soup. The other thing that I was going to make, because I finally found oxtail, halal oxtail. I don't know how to make it though, and that's going to be challenging to make for the first time. So I have to do some research, obviously. I'm going to look into different recipes and see if I can find something easy that doesn't require a lot of ingredients, but that's also tasty. I did see something called Jamaican oxtail. I wonder if I can make that. But yeah, let me know if you have any ideas on how to make oxtail. I would really like to learn how to make it, and I don't think it's too complicated, but it is a new piece of meat that I've never cooked before. I've cooked ribs before, I've made goat, lamb, and brisket, but oxtail is new for me. So this is the meat. We're gonna rinse it out and then boil it. So this is just the meat and it's going to boil, or I'm going to let it boil. So I am just looking up some recipes on TikTok. I found a really good one that has a very nice and easy breakdown of how to make this soup. So it looks like she already put the meat in boiling water already, but I think she boiled it first. So let me just double check what's going on here. So it looks like we need another round of boiling water, but instead of that, I'm gonna throw it in an Instant Pot and add all the ingredients for the soup in there too. And I think that'll be good. The onions, I'm gonna just saute them a little bit before adding everything else. Onions, the garlic, then I'll add the rest of the stuff. And then the glass noodles, I think they can be added last. It looks like some people let it sit and soak, but I did not do that. So I think I'm gonna put it in the slow cooker for 2 hours and just cook it, slow cook for 2 hours with all of these ingredients here. I think I get an idea of how to do this. I don't have garlic pieces, so what I'm going to do is just use a few ginger pieces instead, and hopefully it still turns out okay. Looks like you need to soak the potato noodles for 10 minutes and add them to the pot at the end. So, all right, I have a good idea of what to do. Everything, if you see, I have the onions cut up here, and I just need to cut the radish, and I think we're almost done. Because everything else is just, okay, so we're gonna just cut this up into pieces. I think we have to peel it first, so I'm going to peel it. After I peel it, I'll cut it up into pieces, obviously, but I want all the skin to come off first. I've never had Korean radish before, so I hope it's not too spicy. I'm excited to try. Here, I probably should come more into the view. This is still new for me. All right, I peeled it, and now I'm going to cut it into quarter-size pieces in width. And then that'll be ready for the soup. I'll show you what the end result looks like after I add it to the pot. So quick Instapot, just getting started, and I'm on the saute feature. So we're going to fry the onions and the garlic ginger and just get that ready for when the meat is done boiling. Here is the meat, and it is boiling, and I'm gonna give it about 5 to 10 more minutes for it to boil fully before I transfer the meat to the Instapot. Here are the glass noodles soaking for an hour while we wait for the meat and everything else to cook. So we're sauteing the onions in the Instant Pot, and then we're gonna add the garlic ginger paste, and then eventually we're gonna add the meat to this and everything else. Here's everything else I cut up: the ginger and the green onions and the radish. Here is the Instapot ribs, and I just piled it up in here. I'm gonna pour the water and all the ingredients in. Hopefully it doesn't fill up the pot too much. And then we're gonna put the water in. I'm probably gonna slow cook it, we'll see. All right, so with the help of AI making me a simple recipe, I have completed everything. This is the final product, but it's not cooked. I'm gonna do the pressure cooker setting, and we're gonna do that for 50 minutes, and hopefully that cooks everything. But all of the ingredients are in the soup. The water is in. I put it almost to the max fill, but I left a little bit of room. So I'll show you how it looks when it's done, but it'll probably look pretty similar, but just a little softer meat. So this is the outcome of my Korean soup. Now it didn't turn out clear, which is okay. I may have not rinsed the meat long enough, but we're just gonna throw the glass noodles in there and mix it up, and then it's all done. And it is very tender, like meat fall off the bone tender, as you can see. Now, that's the final product.